Alright, y'all, what's going on? I'm here for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 5, Episode 9. Can we all agree that, majority of this cast probably needs their ass beat? Because everybody is either messing with somebody's current or somebody's ex or whatever just to be fucking messy. It ain't just Carly Red that need her ass dragged. No, it's about a few motherfuckers on this show that probably need their fucking ass dragged. This is what we doing, really? Just keeping it all in the goddamn circle and shit. I guess, child. Anyways, the first scene we get is with Dime Piece or whatever. She's showing up for her date with Scrappy. Well, at least she thinks that Scrappy is going to be on the date or whatever. And it's at the skating rink, and she's kind of, I guess, disappointed because she thought it was going to be somewhere more extravagant. And I'm like, well, damn, you kind of being ungrateful or whatever. Like, I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it doesn't take a lot for me to enjoy myself with someone. But, whatever. Anyways, she comes to find out that actually Scrappy stood her up and instead put Jock in his place. And I'm just, she kind of, like, dang or whatever, he was the one blowing me up, this, that, and the third. So she kind of low key salty about the shit or whatever. But I said, see, damn, that's what your ass get for being fucking messy and shit and trying to start shit with Bambi for no motherfucking reason. Now your ass stuck on the date with Jock's toe sucking ass. And she, was talking about Bambi or whatever, and I think she was calling her Gumby or something like that. I'm just like, y'all just got all kinds of nicknames for Bambi, don't y'all? Anyways, moving on, we get Steven Jordan. He's seeking out a new business venture. He wants to open up a hookah bar or whatever with some guy named Ray, I believe, and he's hoping that this one is going to be more successful, unlike his last one with, Benzino when they opened up their restaurant or whatever. And, of course, Steven Jordan is a ladies' man, so he's, they're auditioning females to work for them in the hookah bar or whatever. And guess who shows up? Lo and behold, old Tommy. But she shows up because she's sitting up here saying how, Scrappy Dappy Doo is about to go away and how she really didn't have to do shit because he was the one taking care of her or whatever. I was like, I don't know how much taking care of you he could have been doing, considering the fact that, he probably got all these motherfucking lawyer fees and court fees and shit like that. So, I'm just saying, and I was just like, how, convenient is it that all of a sudden you want to get into music and all this other shit? And who else does she want to manage her? Yeah, you got it, Steven Jordan. She wants Stevie to manage her or whatever, this, that, and the third. And Stevie, she's kind of shocked. He's kind of shocked or whatever because he thought the only thing Tommy was interested in was sipping on some Chardonnay. He didn't know she was interested in music or whatever. I said, yeah, Steven, I didn't know neither. Because I thought the only thing she was interested in was drinking and being all loud and jumping on top of shit. Saying, but anyways, like I said, she wants management from him or whatever. She's like, they're talking or whatever, and I don't know, I don't know if she was trying to seduce him or something like that, because she all turning around, showing her body and shit like that, and he kind of checking her out a little bit, but honestly, I don't think Stevie is really going to go for that. I think he might, do a little something, not like sexually, but just, work. He just gonna work with her to piss, Jocelyn off or whatever. But I don't really think he gonna take it as far as doing something with her because Scrappy Dappy Doo is his nephew. But then again, this is Stevie we are talking about here. So the sleaze. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was to do something. But she just turned around and all this other shit, and I'm just like, really, really, Tommy. Fucking really. I was like, girl, I was just shaking my motherfucking head. But anyways, he's asking how, Scrappy Dappy Doo would feel about it. She thinking that, he pretty much, I guess, he'll be excited or whatever. And Stevie, he lets her know that he lets her know that she does have to fix her attitude or whatever. And she says that, she's going to fix it or whatever, this, that, and the third. She's going to work on it. Yeah, you exuded a lot of fixing your attitude this goddamn episode. Anyways, moving on, we get Scrappy Dappy Doo and Carly Red. They're in the car, whatever. They're on their way to the hotel. And, he's pretty much saying he's tired of the drama with everyone and all this stuff. And I'm just like, Scrappy Dappy Doo, why do you always play the victim? Like as if you don't create the circumstances that you be in. Cut the shit. Okay? Like, for real. Anyways, she said, Carly, she's sitting up here claiming, that she liked, both Tierra and Tommy, but, now she's in the game or whatever, checkmate and all this other bullshit. And I'm like, do you like him or do you like his dick? Girl. But anyways, she's sitting up here saying that she got to tell Life that she likes Scrap and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, you should have told him this from Jump Street if you was just going to sit up here and be a motherfucking bird before you got involved with this motherfucker. And you clearly see how this motherfucker got Tommy and Tierra on this bullshit. Why would you even want to put yourself in this shit? And how old is you, Carly? Like, come the fuck on with the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, she's sitting up here saying how he's been showering her with flowers and all this other stuff, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, whoop-de-fucking do. Anybody can buy you gifts and all this other motherfucking stuff. Where the fuck is the loyalty at? Cause that nigga ain't got loyalty to no goddamn body. Anyways, Scrappy Dappy Doo, he drops the bombshell on her about his sentencing. And, she's sad or whatever. And she starts crying, boo-hoo-hoo. Oh, well. And, he's wiping her tears and shit like that. And, she claims that she's very loyal to her friends. Get the fuck out of here. Look what the fuck you doing right now, but you claim you like Tierra and Tommy. And they supposed to be your so-called friends or whatever y'all supposed to be. Yeah, alright. And pretty much, I guess, she gonna be there for him as much as she can or whatever. Whatever. Anyways, moving on. We get, Jocelyn and Dawn. They meet up at the bar. Dawn is pretty much telling Jocelyn that she heard that, Jocelyn bleached Stevie's clothes or whatever. And of course, we heard about this, months ago about Jocelyn, bleaching Stevie J's clothes and this, that, and the third. And Jocelyn was like that she got too much shit, that she's doing to be worried about bleaching Stevie's clothes or whatever. I was like, I don't know, Jocelyn. You kind of crazy. I'm just saying. But yeah, she's like, he running his mouth to the blogs and this, that, and the third, making up lies on me, but I got something for his ass and all this other bullshit. So, apparently, Jocelyn, she says that after all these years, she finally found the contract. And where did she find it at? Find it at under the bed in the motherfucking briefcase. I said, oh, so it was that simple all of a sudden, huh? I was just like, I was like, Mona, what kind of bullshit you trying to pull here? You trying to pull one over our eyes? You fucking tried it. Like, really? That fucking simple. Under the motherfucking bed in the briefcase. Yeah, okay. Anyways, what else happened? So, she's saying that the contract had actually, she's saying that the contract has been up. The contract was only valid for 3 years. But now it's up and everything. And, of course, Dawn, she just eating the shit up. She's just like, girl, what? Like, and all this other bullshit or whatever. And, she's talking about how she's going to take him to court. And that he got too many kids to be sitting up here to try to take her to court or whatever, this, that, and third. And that she's done with him. And, no, she said when she's done with him, he's going to be crying like a little bitch or whatever. I was just like, Anyways, moving on. We get Ernest and Charlene meeting up. Strange, right? I was like, here go Mona again with this bullshit. So anyways, they meet up to talk about Mama D. And Charlene says how Mama D is over the top, yada yada yada. Ernest, he pretty much explains that Mama D is bipolar and that she's an alcoholic. Haven't it already come out that Mama D's bipolar though? That's why they always be asking her, did she take her pills and shit like that? I don't think this new information, right? Or maybe, or unless we all just assumed that she was bipolar, I don't know. But I could have sworn this already came out. Anyways, I don't know. I can't remember. But I guess he was also saying, I guess Mama D was in a car accident or whatever, and how she hurt herself really bad or whatever, and how he pulled her back into the streets or whatever to take care of home and all this other stuff. And he pretty much is telling Mama Charlene he wants to fix his marriage, this, that, and the third. She suggests a therapist or whatever. And he decides that he's going to go see some pastor or whatever. And I'm just like, you needed to talk to Mama Charlene just to come to this conclusion. You couldn't have talked to Scrappy or... like Mama Charlene, really? And she's sitting up here saying that she felt bad for, kind of, saying the stuff that she said about her, this, that, and the third. I was just like, fuck this whole goddamn scene. That's how I was kind of like. But anyways, moving on, we get to Tommy. She borrows Scrappy Dappy Dude's car. And, she talks about how she gave him a pass about the baby mama or whatever. And I was just like, that's where you fucked up at, giving him a pass on that shit. Okay? But anyways, but now I guess he's still trying to play her and all this other stuff. Tommy, she goes banging on his door or whatever. Scrap, he got his damn shirt off. He comes to the door, this, that, and third, and opens up the door, whatever. And pretty much she finds a receipt in his car, and the receipt has Carly's name on it. And she shows it to him or whatever, and he telling her some, what, I can't see. I was like, oh, now I said, oh, now your ass blind all of a sudden. Oh, now your ass can't see. I was like, this motherfucker here. No, goddamn well he seen what the fuck was on that goddamn receipt. But gonna have her read, she gonna read the shit to him any fucking way. She reads it off to him or whatever and says who name was up there and where they were at and all this other stuff. And of course he's denying it or whatever. And she's asking why was she in your car and all this other stuff. And no, he's sitting up here saying what they got to do with me. I'm like, this motherfucker is caught red-handed. He's caught red-handed and he's still gonna lie. But I know people like that. I know people like that sit up here and you catch them, you got the evidence and everything right in their motherfucking face and they still fucking lie to you. Still motherfucking lie. People like that got a motherfucking problem. A real motherfucking problem. Like, but anyways, that's when she asks, why was she in your car? And he like, do I ask you all these questions and yada 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 and all this stuff? So she jumps on him, trying to hit him and all this other stuff. He pins her to the couch or whatever, and then that's when security jumps in and all this other stuff. And then she comes right out and asks, are you fucking Carly? And then he gonna sit up here and say no, of course. And he talking about something. My mama, told me to lie to people that you care about, not to hurt their feelings or whatever because the truth hurt. I said, of course your damn mama. Your mama would tell you some shit like that. Of course she would. I cannot stand people like you that think like that. Like, no. You don't lie to people that you care about. If you really care about somebody, you gonna tell the motherfucking truth. No matter how bad it is. If you really care. But that just goes to show you don't really fucking care like you say you do. Anyways, what else happened in this scene? She's sitting up here bragging about how she gonna work with Stevie J and how he gonna suck her pussy and all this other stuff and any of his other homeboys too. And he like, so you proud of that? You proud of that or whatever? And she's sitting up here just keep on carrying on and all this other stuff. And he says, you know what, I'll send them all. Everybody, you know, your little list or whatever that you want to begin or whatever, I'll send them all to you. Or something like that he was saying. I couldn't quite catch it. Then, of course, she started doing that fake crying bullshit that she doing. She's like, I didn't mean it like that, you know, and all this other stuff. He was like, so now you gonna play victim? Or whatever, this, that, and the third. And he was like, you made yourself look stupid. And he talking about, you know, he calling her pathetic or whatever. She tries to hit him again. So now I guess he going, I guess be on some two can play that game type of bullshit or whatever. I'm sick of all these motherfuckers in this dumb shit. Like, I really fucking am. This is fucking disgusting. And Tommy, you is making yourself look foolish, but I'm gonna get to that in a minute. We get Mama D and Ernest. They go see the pastor or whatever at his house. He starts expressing himself and all this other bullshit. Mama D is getting mad, and you know, she says that she's a boss woman. The pastor is pretty much trying to tell her it has to be a balance. Pretty much telling her not to emasculate, you know, Ernest as a man or whatever. And you know, that's when they, you know, she starts talking about their sex life or whatever, and embarrassing him and all this other stuff. I forgot. I don't know if he brought up the alcoholic situation or whatever. He probably did. I don't remember. I was half-ass paying attention to this scene because I really just didn't give a fuck. I know they was cussing in front of the pastor and all this other shit. I was just like, fucking heathens. Y'all going to hell. Y'all is going to motherfucking hell. But, you know, the pastor pretty much says that they need to listen to each other and tell each other they love each other and all this other stuff. But did y'all see that hairpiece Mama D had on? I'm assuming maybe it was a quick weave or something, because that side part was so spaced out. Like, I was just like, girl, see, Mama D, you been doing good now. You been doing good. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. I'm just saying. Because y'all know in the first couple of seasons, she, you know, that's what I kind of felt like. We was back on season 1 or season 2 or some shit with that hair she had on. I was like, girl, you better get it the fuck together. Anyways, we get Carly and Scrappy Dappy Doo. They go to dinner, and you know, he's telling her about Tommy. Pretty much he's trying to fish out information or whatever to see if Carly Red planted that receipt there, or if, you know, it was by accident or whatever. And so, you know, he's telling Carly how, you know, Tommy tried to fight him and all this other stuff. And, you know, Carly is like, well, I thought y'all wasn't in a relationship. So she kind of starts getting suspicious or whatever. And he was like, hold up, calm down. Why are you getting so defensive and all this other bullshit? I was just like, oh my God, Carly Red, like, really? You really gonna fall for this shit? You too fucking old. You should know the motherfucking game. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you know, she's saying that she feels like she's starting to become a pawn in his love triangle and all this other stuff. And he says that all ties are cut with Tommy and all this other bullshit. I was just like, and he talking about some, you know, well, can we go eat now, whatever. I was just like, oh my fucking God, like, this is some bullshit right here. Anyways, moving on from that, we get Mimi and Jocelyn. They meet up. Jocelyn, she's all being all dramatic and stuff like that, and she's telling the bartender, she's like, you know, can you get me a drink, honey, or whatever. And she's trying to talk to Mimi and tell her what she got to tell her, but she's just all in a frenzy or whatever. And she starts tearing up. She's like, where that bitch with my motherfucking drink? I was like, Jocelyn, calm down. You know, calm down. You gonna get your drink, girl. You know, but anyway, so she's telling Mimi that Stevie has a new baby, and like I said, she's crying and all this other stuff. You know, Mimi is trying to tell her to calm down, and you know, Mimi is like, are you sure? You know what I'm saying? And Jocelyn was like, I guess she's still in contact with some strippers that she used to work with, and that you know, that Stevie actually not has one baby but 2 babies. And I guess one of the girls was in the blogs or whatever. I don't remember hearing about this, but One of the girls, I guess, was in the blogs claiming that, Stevie was her baby daddy or whatever, but then she had an abortion or something like that. But come to find out, I guess the girl didn't have an abortion. Then the other girl, who's a stripper, she got a 1.5-year old with Stevie, and she got Stevie on child support. And I guess she said somebody had showed her some papers with Stevie's name on it in regards to the child support or whatever. And she didn't ask Stevie about it. He's still lying to her. And and she's saying how Stevie, comes after her money or whatever, I guess to pay for all these kids and all this other bullshit. I was just like, say what? Stevie come after your money? I mean, I guess, but anyways, well, hell, him having all the motherfucking kids, I guess he don't really got no motherfucking money. But Mimi, she's sympathizing with her, and she tells her, I never thought I'd be able to sympathize with you, but I'm a woman, and I understand. And I think Jocelyn has said something, because, Mimi had brought up that Stevie, asked to stay with her for a little bit, because I know you guys are having issues and all this other stuff. And, Mimi, I guess, Jocelyn wants, Mimi to take Stevie back or whatever, and Mimi like, bitch, you took him from me. That's your motherfucking problem now. That's your problem now, or whatever. And this is like, I mean, Jocelyn, you should have known this shit was gonna happen sooner or later. This shit was gonna come back on you because you took him from Mimi, and and then on top of that, you had a baby with him while he was with Mimi, but you had to, he made you have an abortion. And now he done had allegedly not one but 2 babies on you. Allegedly, But anyway, that's just how that's just how things roll sometimes or whatever. I did kind of feel bad for Jocelyn or whatever. I don't know how everybody else might feel. Everybody else might be like, fuck it, fuck her or whatever. I don't know. But I kind of felt bad for her. Anyways, I think is. Yeah, this is the last scene. We get Carly. She's at her show, or her radio show or whatever. They're taking the break and everything. And I had my head down, but when I look back up, she in some room or whatever. I'm like, are they in somebody's house or something? Or like she opening up a refrigerator. You got a counter and shit or whatever. I'm like, are they in somebody's house? Or I mean, I was kind of confused. But anyways, guess who pops up? Tommy, of course. And she was sitting up here saying pretty much how Carly was supposed to be not only her but Tiara's friend as well, but yet you sitting up here messing with Scrappy Dappy Doo and all this other bullshit. And she brings up the receipt or whatever. I think she called Tommy a Tasha Jailbird Jefferson or some shit like that. She called Tommy. Tommy says how pretty much, like I said, how she was in everybody's face, like, her and Tiara's face or whatever, trying to be their friend and all this other stuff. And, Carly says, well, I tried to tell you, but, you said I was a Debbie Downer. So, and, Tommy was like, when did you try to tell me or whatever? And she was like, at the coffee shop or whatever, this, that, and the third. And, she was like, Scrap does not claim you and all this other stuff. And Tommy was like, well, how would she know if Scrap doesn't claim you or not unless she's sitting on his dick? I was like, she was like, is she going to spill the beans or not? You know what I'm saying? And then Tommy's sitting up here telling her that, she needs to be a mother to her daughter. And I'm just like, from what I hear, Tommy, don't you have a daughter too? And the way you acting, cutting up on TV right now, you really think that's a good example you setting for your daughter? Really? I said, look at this shit here. I was like, she got some motherfucking nerve to be talking. But what else happened? And she's sitting up here, once again bragging how she gonna do shit with Stevie J. And she was like, you know why you never got to the studio with Stevie? Because you a whack ass bitch and all this other stuff. And how he gonna eat her pussy. And Carly was like, ugh, like, you proud of that? Like, that, she's like, that's Scrap's uncle. That's his uncle. Like, really? You know what I'm saying? She was like, that's nasty. And, you want to be a hoe and all this other stuff. I said, well, wait a minute, Carly, now. Your ass is a hoe, too. So I don't know why you trying to play like you ain't. Because look at the shit you doing right now. But anyways, Carly had said something about Tommy's fur or whatever. That's when Tommy hops over the table and Carly backed her ass up so motherfucking quick. I mean, so motherfucking quick. She backed her ass right the fuck back. And security, of course, came in or whatever. And then that's when, when security dragged, Tommy out, that's when Carly want to get all buff in the chest and shit and throw some shit at Tommy or whatever. I said, bitch, you won't gonna do shit. Because if Tommy would have got to your ass, she would have fucked you up. That's why your ass was backing up. You wait till security get her or whatever to try to do some shit. I said, girl, bye. But anyways, that was the episode. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. I heard, I did hear somebody say that it's supposed to be 19 episodes this goddamn season. I'm like, if that's motherfucking true, oh my fucking god. But anyways, like I said, y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys come back. Make sure you guys go out there and vote this coming November. Don't vote for Donald Trump though. If you guys want me to review Orange is the New Black, let me know in the comments. Follow me on social media, and I will see you guys in a little bit for Black Ink Crew. Peace.